we're going to look at this next door when we go into the studio. However, just to begin with, a little bit of anatomy. We're going to be learning how to find our neutral spine position, why it's important, and then how we're going to be moving using the hip hinge. So in the spine model just here, we can see that we've got all of the bones in your spine stacked on top of each other, one on one. We've got the discs at the front, and then we've got the joints at the back. Now, we get injuries to the spine when it bends, when it twists, when it leans back. Any injury can come on either by a quick force, and this could be where you twist if you're lifting something, or if you jump and you don't land properly, or it can be coming from a little force. For example, every time you stand up from sitting down, if it causes some pressure to go into one area of the spine compared to another, that pressure is going to accumulate. Or typically, it's going to be from when you're bending forwards. So what we're going to be doing is looking at how to find our neutral spine position, so that when we're doing all of these stretches and exercises and learning the new movement patterns, we're going to be moving the spine safely. Now, the theory behind this is that if all of the spinal segments here stay in their safe position, then they can't get injured. So to find this position, the neutral position is in between when you're bending and when you're extending. So we'll talk through how to find that next door. But if you're bending it too far forwards, or if you're bending it too far backwards, at those two extremes, that's when you're going to cause an injury, potentially. What we're going to be doing is keeping this area relatively straight. I say straight because it's naturally got a little bit of a curve called lordosis in the low back, where it curves forwards. We're going to be hinging from the hip. So the hip is going to be doing all of the movement, and your spine, the joints are relatively not going to move. So we're keeping this area fixed, and by doing that, we're going to greatly minimize any of the injuries that could have potentially built up, and we're going to be doing any stretches and any exercises much safer.